Hello, everyone. I'm Hardik from LearnWeb3. Today we have Arseni from the Internet Computer Protocol Hub. We're talking about unleashing your potential with the Internet Computer. If you're in the hackathon, you might have seen the ICP bounty already. Whether or not you're familiar with ICP in the past, we're going to go over, I guess, like how to start building on ICP. But I won't take up too much of your time, Arseni. I'll just hand it over to you. If anybody has questions, post them in the chat. We'll do dedicated sections for Q&A throughout the workshop. With that said, it's all yours, Arseni. Take it away.
Yeah, thanks. Hi guys, my name is Arseny Pechonkin. I'm business engineer from global adoption team of ICP. And today I briefly describe you what ICP about and what options we can provide to you, compare with the EVM chain and any other classical blockchains. So let's start from the links. So you see the free QR code, which bring you to the place where every anytime find the help. Is the community Discord, developer forum, and ICP hubs. If you need to find the local hubs and receive the grant support in any types. So briefly about Definity. Definity is foundation, non-profit organization founded in 2016 in Zurich, Switzerland. We have probably one of the largest R&D team in blockchain. We have a lot of science publication and a lot of smart guys in the team. We have some specific vision. So we're trying to do a computation. Is internet computer does to computation what the internet does to communication. Uh, Probably you know that when the blockchain is appear, the first one of the first was Bitcoin, which are become popular, and they provide very limited features like only transferring funds and little amount of scripts. Then was invented Ethereum, which bring more mature virtual machine, which allows to make limited smart contracts. And the next generation is ICP. We're trying to provide more facilities and more calculation options compared with Ethereum. Uh, So the main idea to provide the platform to run any computation using blockchain technology for decentralization and security. And blockchain here is more about security, rather than just sending funds. So a little bit about architecture. So far we have 4 data centers very distributed nodes. Nodes are running by node providers in these 4 data centers, and each nodes consist of the subnets. The architecture very similar to Cosmos. Cosmos, if you're familiar with this blockchain, but a little bit more complicated. Also, subnets can communicate between each other, and the idea are the same like in Cosmos that any DApps can run her own subnets, have her own token inside, and have little bit other rules compared with other chains. We have conception of chain key, which allows us to organize cryptography encrypted scaling and communication between users in our blockchain and between subnets. As in usual blockchains, your key is a key to the all information which related to your key identity. Smart contracts in our network are named canisters. It's a fast, run in parallel, and scale with some limitation, of course. But compare with Ethereum, size of our canister could be 100 megabytes already. We support. We compile the code to WebAssembly. The native language for for canisters is Rust, but we have also library for TypeScript, which call it Azul, and also have her own language Makoto. Canister is much closer to decentralized service. It allows you to make a few things like reverse pay gas for users, which allows to interact with the canister for users who haven't a native tokens. Easy AUF without a native identity protocol, make HTTPS request, make a fast, make a full Turing computation, provide the REST API, and of course using storage, and host your own websites. The size of Canister allows you to store the full website on chain. So compare with traditional world where traditional Web3, when you need to host your website somewhere on the Amazon, which are decentralized and interact through the, for example, wallet like MetaMask through the centralized RPC provider. ICP allows you to store everything on chain. So it's some kind of comparison between our competitors is a decentralized, through decentralized solution, centralized solution, and the ICP what we're trying to run. Some compare of the prices is of course is average prices, and it's a different compare depends on the exchange rate. We also have an NNS. NNS is exactly mechanism which allows you to launch your subnets for your DApp. So if it allows you automatically run subnets with your own native token and with native governance protocols. We have a service nervous system. If network nervous system allows you to have a lot of chain inside, and service nervous system are focused on to run a chain exactly for your job. Of course, we have a few other utilities. Of our token. First of all, is traditional to take a part in network governments, and we have and produced cycles. Cycles is an analog of the gas in Ethereum, but we compare with Ethereum, for example, when you need to pay commission in Ethereum and the gas price are converting on the moment of the execution of your transaction. In ICP, you can convert ICP to cycles and just store it in the canister and use the cycles at the time when you need. So you can use, you can weigh the better rate between ICP and cycles, and yeah, it's very similar with conception of gas token if you're familiar with this. Also, we allows ICP tokens allows you to earn voting rewards, and also we allows you to semi-automatically. So you can choose the account which you trust, and they will repeat. They will do the same voting as the account which you select. As I described about cycles, that you can pre-charge your canister with cycles and allows to user of your canister interact without any tokens. So ICP flow pretty similar. So first, you protocols pay ICP to node providers sell ICP to cycles and put and the app developers put the cycles to canisters, canister running by the node validator and received ICP token. So some interesting feature which we have already in our ecosystem. First of all, is the most powerful and useful is HTTPS out calls. So it allows you to make requests directly from the smart contracts. So it's it's help you to avoid building oracles, for example, or build custom oracles, which make more complicated logic related on the off-chain data. Keychain allows to. I'm not too good in cryptography. For this reason, I can answer you a lot about this. Sorry. We have a native BTC integration. We have some kind of stablecoin to Bitcoin in our network. We have Ethereum integration with some limitation, but we allows you to invoke smart contracts from ICP network on Ethereum blockchain, and we have also stables to Ethereum and abstraction to ERC20 tokens. Of course, we have on-chain encryption, which allows you to make a confidential and secure execution. And we have included internet identity. If somebody already use portals or open chat on any other application, it's some kind of Web3 like technology, but on steroids. We already have produced a lot of blocks. We already have a lot of transaction. We in mainnet since May 2021. Of course, with fast growing blockchain ecosystem, but still some parts is missing. This is give you opportunity to be the first provider of these services. Uh, this is a few application which I recommend you to try. So first of all, is OpenChat is a decentralized analog competitor to Discord and Slack. So what we offer is first of all reduce platform risk, focus on writing code. I'm already 10 years experience in software and 6 years in Web3, and experience with moving to ICP was one of the most similar compared with, for example, to Solana. Secure identity, multi-chain jobs with some limitation, of course, but we allow us to do this. And complete technology stack because we use Rust and others. So let's see. Do you have any question?
Yeah, so we've had 3 or 4 questions, I think. So I'll just read them and then you can answer them. So Ryder asked, I think this was closer to the beginning, where so ICP has a WebAssembly runtime. Does this mean that we can write contracts in multiple languages?
Yeah. As I said, we are trying to focus on the Rust as closest to Wasm language, but you can write smart canisters on the TypeScript with other library and use Makoto. But if you write some kind of compiler to Wasm to any other from any other languages allows you to do this.
Perfect. As a follow-up question, I think we had a Dfinity workshop happen in Learn Web 3 a couple of months ago, maybe longer, not related to the hackathon. I think at the time um, they were showing off Motoko, and I don't think we talked about the WebAssembly runtime at the time. Is this a newer feature, or did we just happen not to cover it at that time?
If correct, remember it's from the early beginning. But Mokoto, we create Mokoto for the onboarding students and not experienced developers who don't want to learn Rust or not familiar with the TypeScript.
Makes sense.
Because I understand that Rust it's not the easy language when you deal with
Hmm.
students, for example. I'm in
Yeah.
university. I study C++. For me, it's much easier to go to directly to Rust. But
Hmm.
I still think the C++ is better than Rust.
No, absolutely, absolutely. Perfect.
Plus is nice.
We had another question from Timothy. He was talking about, I guess this is more of a reaction. So first he was like, Web 2 calls, what? And then I think you were
Uh,
talking about
yeah,
hosting
but
websites.
it means HTTPS requests. This is what I mean.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then he was, I think you were talking about being able to host websites, run APIs and everything. So I think the question is
Yeah,
literally just how lol.
yeah. So to be honest, I'm not too deep in architecture. We use Byzantine full tolerance consensus algorithm, so it allows us to make secure HTTPS request. But if you find some many bugs or you will be able to abuse this HTTPS request, so you definitely can apply to our bug bounty and get a lot of money.
Hmm. Absolutely. Perfect. So good opportunities over there as well if you think you can game the external API call system somehow. But if I recall, this has been in ICP for many years now, so um, should be fine. Um, the new question from Precious, he's asking, so gas is being paid by the devs, not the users.
Uh,
Um,
yeah, so you can subsidize the interaction of the users, but it depends of your business logic. But you can some kind of make some kind of analog of gelato if you're familiar with gelato, for example, which allows you to subsidize the transaction with ACP.
okay.
For example, if you try if you try open call or open chat, so it's when you create accounts, they didn't charge you, but if you want to be some kind of premium, they charge you a little bit. But everything which happening on the open chat, it didn't request you any money.
You see. Okay. And open chat, like every time you send a message or something, that's actually under the hood doing a transaction on ICP.
Some kind.
Yeah, makes sense. Perfect.
Yeah,
Cool.
yes, they still in developing. So if correct, remember, OpenChat still haven't peer-to-peer encryption, but I'm not sure. Do they have or no? So, but
Hmm.
yeah,
Makes sense.
uh, yeah. So the next question is: does the Ethereum integration also support Ethereum Layer 2 or just Layer 1? So far, we have integration only with Ethereum, but we have already some bridge solution to other EVM network. According to the testnets, if you're talking about Ethereum testnets, so you need to find a bridge in documentation. I'm not sure that we support because and ICP I haven't traditional testnet. We have mainnet as some kind of temporary canisters, which we allows you to for free deploy a small canister without free of charge, but it will be live a few hours. And
Mm.
during the hackathon, we give you coupons with sickles, which allows you to deploy mainnet contracts.
Mm. That's interesting design. Um, so
Yeah,
there's no like
pluses. Yeah, the
test net.
pluses and minuses is of course because it's with test nets it's much easier. Developers not afraid to make any kind of smart contracts. That here you need to pay real money, but come on, it will be cost you a few dollars.
Hmm. Makes sense. Makes sense. And also like the temporary canisters, though you said are free for a few hours.
Yeah, yeah. It's of course with limitation of size, but because sometimes it's hard to make optimized smart contracts when you just started. So
Hmm. Makes sense. Makes sense. Perfect.
yeah, but coupons will be shared will be enough for deploy maybe 15 contracts.
Okay, that should be more than
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, and the additional feature which very useful. So we from the box allows you to update smart contracts. So you don't need to make a workarounds like upgradable proxy in Ethereum. So
Hmm.
yeah, it's much easier.
Nice. Nice. Perfect. Okay. Cool. I
uh,
think that's all the questions for now in the chat.
Yes, yes. So we can switch to the second part of workshop because it's a briefly explanation of ICP and what can you do. So the key conceptions. First of all, you can set up your own chain. You can subsidize transaction. You can make a HTTPS request, and we allows you to make a smart contracts with 100 megabyte size. So it's a key features which you can keep in mind to create some ideas. And so about ideas, I hope you already participate in some hackathons. So first of all, we have page internetcomputer.org/ecosystem, where you can see what kind of project we already have in ecosystem, and you can check is there any part is missing. So my side, I can say that we missed multisig. For example, you can take a safe one with a popular multisig account and make some kind of analog on the ACP. We also missed of DAO constructions, so you can make take Aragon as the most popular DAO constructor on EVM chain and make some kind of similar on ACP. We You can also recommend you to use the potential of the full chain execution to create some decentralized games. So you can find, for example, any open source game on wrote it in JavaScript like Bomber or Snakes or anything else and make tournament from this. It will be really easy because and a lot it's with Azul you can just port directly. Uh, sorry, yeah, yeah, Azle. Sorry, pardon, Azle. So Azle, it's a TypeScript, so you can take the TypeScript game uh, and publish. And for peer-to-peer communication, you can use Fluence, for example. The guys, Fluence for free. You can try to use it to peer-to-peer communication, not through the smart contracts, but directly. What else you can build? For example, we all my friends are live peer, for example. Live peer is a decentralized streaming infrastructure. So you can build some kind of decentralized YouTube. So you can host you can host database of the videos on the ICP and use live peer as a streaming for as a streaming of the already stored solution for streaming the stored video from ICP. What else you can make? You can make decentralized GitHub because it's already exist decentralized GitHub protocol. Let me find. It's called Radical. But it's too decentralized. So you need to peer-to-peer communication. So it's no central place with databases of GitHubs of repositories. But you can use Radical as a GitHub protocol and store central is more centralized way on ICP. Does ICP allows to for large file storage? Asking because you said we can store video database on ICP. For this one, I recommend you to store only database, and for large files, use RVIF or IPFS. Depend the pluses and minuses of both decentralized storage. IPFS. So decentralized Dropbox also will be cool solution, to be honest. Because limitation of IPFS and RVIF, so you upload the files. WaveDB, probably yes. I'm not familiar with WaveDB, but if you make a decentralized subadder, something like this, why not? The one of those. Yeah, okay, good. This is Mark. Smart. What else? What else I can recommend you? Uh, Also, my old friend, we already exist a big betting protocol, Azura, and you can make analog of this on ICP. Because, for example, it's not this what I expected, but uh, also what you can do is decentralized indexers. For example, you can use Celestia as a data availability layer, for example. So you can run indexer of any chain and stores this data in decentralized way. So so logic will be on ICP and storage will be in any other place, for example. And for showing this data, you can, for example, take a block scout. Block scout is open source explorer for EVM chains. So if you make it decentralized, also will be cool. Could be cool. If you have any ideas right now, we can discuss it. Just lift your arm and we can discuss. It's just my idea. So I not limited you, but it will be much more interesting than just one more learning platforms or than just an NFT marketplace. According to NFT marketplace, to be honest, I have one good idea. Uh, Maybe you know Rarible. Rarible is one of the oldest NFT marketplace on Ethereum. But what they can serve is they serve decentralized marketplaces. But it's still a little bit centralized. But the idea is that they provide you zero code solution for marketplaces. So you create collection, and at the same time you create the marketplace for this collection. Okay, participant can speak. Okay, so text you any ideas and we can groom it right now on the call. Yeah, so the key point that we are young blockchain. We have a lot of missing parts in ecosystems. So you can just look on the already major ecosystem like Ethereum, Solana, Near, and port something to ICP. Because when you're going to raise some money, it's much easier to show that on the other chain already there are already success project which similar with which you are building, but you're building on new blockchain where you will grab the empty market. According to AI intense bots, so I saw a lot. I saw a lot. You can imagine how many AI bots I saw. Let me, for example, one of the biggest organizers of hackathon is Ethereum Global. So let me just find you. Uh, a lot of bots, with the chain, with Chat GPT, with anything else. But do you know any success project which use this mechanic? Because I don't know. So and yeah, the idea is similar, but to be honest, no, I never use this type of assistance to build transaction. For me, you can try, but my recommendation to not spoil a time on this because I don't know any success project with this mechanic. So Timothy asking, what do you think is the most important judging criteria for your perspective? It should be from judge, but I already participating in hackathon for 10 years. Usually just five criteria is a wow effect, then business model, know-how, is it new or no, and technical realization. So just four, no, not five. So depends of your goals. If you want to continue work on your project, for example, to request a grants, you need to show the business potential and something ready to use. It's my recommendation to show small features but working than a lot of feature but not working. Also, don't afraid to use any kind of support framework which you can you're developing. So don't afraid to use material UI frameworks, any other constructors of front end, and anything else. because we uh, we, uh, we understand that during the hackathon you can't produce quality code, so just don't waste time on this. You need to show just something workable, and will be perfect if it will be make sense, not only by tooling but also as a business. Anything else? Any ideas? Any suggestions? Any questions? Is there anything in ICP like Snark.js can auto verify MZK proof in Solidity? Something on ICP? I want to build some PvP games with ZK proof like capture the flag style. To be honest, I don't know. Probably you can port some prover and verifier of the case on ICP. You can try. It will be a really cool use case for this. It allows you to build some kind of, if you know AdStack or Scroll networks, so they build approximately the same, but it's allowed if you put the if you port AdStack validator and verifier on ICP, it will be cool. And for Hackathon, it's too much to build ZK prover for ICP and game at the same time. Yeah, it allows you to use external Rust libraries, but problem that this code executed in virtual machine, so you have limitation of this virtual machine because usually ZK stuff are running on native machine usually. But you can explore and write about article about it definitely. And just explore the secure computation on ICP, because maybe you can avoid to use the case, because the case is a workaround for Ethereum, because now you nothing is impossible to hide something on Ethereum. For this reason, we use the case. But on ICP, we have features to make this type of computation. Yeah, because okay, if you not if you not agree with me, you can talk with Anna from the K podcast, for example. IPFS is also workaround for Ethereum, and all layer two is also workaround for Ethereum. Is it, we haven't any problem with scales of Ethereum. We just too poor to use Ethereum. All right, last call, and anything else? So yeah, official tutorials, of course. We have Medium, we have a lot of things, ICP, dev documentation. So the best place is for start is this one, this link, and we have forum with amazing developer relations, and we have a lot of tutorials. If you didn't find anything, if you don't find anything, just feel free to go to forum. For games, also. I can also recommend you to not waste the time with the case, because if you're not the big expert of the case, it really takes some time to understand. you can use a secret network. So you can host a part of logic on ICP and part of logic on secret network. We have full. Let me find coupons. ICP is a special form where you can claim sickles. Yeah, this one. So you go to this, and then the last step, you see is how you can claim it. The command will be looks like here.
Just want to add for people who are watching this on YouTube later, the form for claiming coupons to get cycles to be able to deploy to mainnet. You can come on the Learn Web through Discord, ask around in the hackathon channels, and we'll send you your coupon codes over there if you're building on ICP. For those of you who weren't able to make it live to the workshop today, so just ping us on
Yeah,
Discord. That you are
yeah.
ready.
One more idea. You can create the service to generate coupons with sickles. You log you convert ACP to cycles and generate coupons. It's also we have internal tools for creating this, but you can make open source and take a commission about it. Take commission from this. And you can make based on this technology some NFT distribution tools or make something like POAP.whos. It's a proof of identity protocol, so also a cool idea.
Amazing. We had so many great ideas being shared today. I love it. Everybody's
Oh
gonna
yeah,
leave from this workshop with like 100 ideas of what to
yeah.
build.
Please,
So
please,
love it.
please not make one more certification platform. Please not make one more carbon footprint certificate trading platform. Please avoid this shit because just Google. Is there any success project with your idea on other chains? It will be one of the best criteria for beginning for you.
Mhm. That's some great alpha right there. So, um, guys, if you're gonna be building on ICP, think about business model. Think about how it's going to scale. Don't do projects that have already been done in many other places that did not end up working out. So, um,
Yeah,
perfect.
just check submission from the previous hackathons, like on Ethereum one. So you can, as minimum, you check idea. As maximum, you take the repository of the with already existing code. You can modify it because it's with open license.
Makes sense. Perfect. Um, cool.
Yeah, you use your Google skills. Not afraid of this.
Very important skills for any good developer to have. So,
Oh yeah,
um,
you can imagine.
perfect. Cool. Any more questions? We have roughly 5 minutes until we wrap up. So, if there's any more questions, quickly we can answer those. Otherwise, we can start wrapping up. But other than that, I just want to say thank you, Arsene. It was a very, very good presentation. I think, like, especially all the idea sharing. I think this will help out all the hackers a lot. So I hope to see some amazing projects being built on ICP over the next couple of weeks. Sure, Javi. Let me just make you a co-host real quick. Perfect. You should be able to unmute now.
Hi, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yep.
Great. Yeah, no, thank you, Arseni. Amazing presentation. I just want to say something pretty briefly about the cycles, right? We have already 40 coupons ready, and we can also ask more. Each coupon is, I think, 1 trillion cycles, is enough cycles to deploy your project for this hackathon.
Hmm.
Uh, as you mentioned, Hardik, they just need to go to your Discord channel and ping us. I think Arseni will be there, and also our mentors, Ethan Seletti, Tech that is here. I think Jonathan and a few more. Just like ask for the coupons, and we can give you the coupons to build your project. I love the idea about the Arseni mentioned before, that you can also get profit for that, but let's like just ask for cycles, and we can give cycles. Not an issue. Thank you everyone.
Thank you, guys. Good luck, everybody, and not afraid to groom your idea before implementing. Just text and remember, the ideas are the cost of idea is nothing. So don't worry to share your ideas with somebody. Maybe somebody will like your idea and will ask you to join your team. Why not?
Absolutely. So yeah, mentors from ICP and ICP Hub will be there in the Discord. I'll obviously be there. We'll be hosting office hours roughly at every other day. So come ask for feedback, get help if you feel stuck at any point, if you need anything. Um, feel free to ask, get feedback, build some cool shit, and yeah, that's excited to see what
Yeah,
everybody builds.
yeah, and please, guys, don't build their spaceships. Please make something small but workable. It's much better.
That is an amazing quote. I love that. Don't build spaceships. Perfect. Cool. All right. I don't see any more questions. We can start wrapping up. Just once again, thank you, Arseni. Thank you, Avi. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name right. I don't know if it's Avi or Javi. I'm sorry. But
That's
thank you
really
so
well.
much.
I think it's a last question from Pad about the use Airwave.
Yep.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, so he asking about is it possible to create the website on ICP, use RV, WaveDB to use SDB. I don't see blockers from the first view, but the devil in the details, so but it will definitely will be amazing use case if you will be able to make something very similar.